back. You're still watching Business Lunch on CNBC-TV18. Now, looking pretty good for the market, actually. The Nifty is up 150 points as we speak. And the Sensex as well inching towards almost a 600-point rally. Now, you just do a check on what's happening with the global markets, because I think that's the key reason why our markets have seen a pickup as well. So a lot of global markets are trading in the green as we speak. In fact, the European market should also come up for you. There you have it, some light green ticks over there. For our own markets, a lot of large caps are rallying today. So whether it's HDFC, L&T, and even some of the NBFC names like M&M Financial Services, etc., are all trading in the green right now. So let's see which way things go. But the RBI board will be meeting today to declare the annual dividend. The Reserve Bank board will also consider the Jalan panel report, which was submitted on Friday. Lata Venkatesh joins us now with more details. Lata.
Yes, the meeting starts at 2:30, should go on till maybe 5:30. That's when usually the meeting ends. So by 6, we should have an idea. Now, we must know that every year on August 26th, give or take a day or two, the Reserve Bank board meets to declare its annual accounts and declare the surplus for the year. The average for the last few years, the surplus has been about 65,000 crores or 60,000 crores. Demonetization year, it was less because the RBI spent more, but that on an average has been the surplus. In the budget itself, the estimate by the government is RBI and other PSU banks' dividend is 90,000 crores. PSU banks don't have much to give by way of dividend, so much of it will come from the RBI. But it is usually split into two. The big dividend comes, about 50,000 crore comes in August, and then an interim dividend is declared in January. All that is included in that 90,000 crore, which the budget has estimated as dividend from RBI and PSU banks. So we must expect around the 60-70,000 crore number today. What about the Bimal Jalan report? That report was presented to RBI on Friday. That will be considered today. Now, chances are it will be put up for discussion. It is unlikely that the recommendations come and immediately all of them are approved. It's unlikely to be in that sense. Members of the board will read, digest, take government opinion, expert opinion, and only then implement it. And we don't even know what it could be, whether they declare 3 or 4 lakh crore or 2 lakh crore as extra capital. Remember, RBI has 10 lakh crore capital. Any amount could be decided by these experts as excess, and they may even recommend how the transfer will be, what timetable, how much per year, how much per 6 months, the mode of transfer. So to expect that all those decisions will be approved today looks very, very unlikely. So I think we will get a number like 60-70,000 crore, and that's it.
All right. Thanks so much, Lata. So that RBI meet is today and decisions by about 6 p.m. Now, Jet Airways Committee of Creditors will hold their third meeting today, and the lenders are likely to evaluate all the expression of interests received for the resolution of the debt-laden airline. Our colleague Ritu Singh is on top of all the developments, joins us for the latest update. Ritu.
Well, thank you for that. Jet Airways Committee of Creditors will be holding a meeting today to evaluate or really shortlist the potential bidders that will then be invited to submit their final resolution plans. As we had reported, there are 3 players that had submitted expressions of interest, but eventually Anil Agarwal's Vulcan Investments backed out and has withdrawn its EOI, which leaves 2 players in the fray, Panama-based Avantulo Group as well as Russian fund Treasury RA Creator. But subsequently, after the 10th August deadline ended, another fourth entity came forward and submitted an EOI, and that is South American company Synergy Group. But it remains to be seen whether or not lenders will consider this offer, given that it's come after the deadline has ended. So all of these will be evaluated in today's meeting to see whether or not they meet the shortlisting criteria. And once that is done, only the shortlisted eligible players will then be invited to submit their final resolution plans, which we understand is likely by the 12th of September.
All right, thanks a lot, Ritu, for that. Well, moving on, sources tell CNBC-TV18 that the lenders and investors of CG Power have been assured by the board that appropriate measures will be taken to protect their interests. Among their demands are the ouster of Gautam Thapar and a restructuring of the company's business to ensure a revival. Anisha, you're picking up all these exclusive details?
Thanks for that, Sonia. Yes, sources with direct knowledge have shared with us that the plan of action is clear. Some section of the board of CG Power has assured, and sources have shared with us, that the investors as well as lenders have been assured that the steps will be taken so that their interest is protected. The first demand that lenders as well as investors have put forth is to oust Gautam Thapar as the promoter of the company, as the chairman of the company. And that, we gather from sources with direct knowledge, will be taken up by the board very soon. And this could be even ahead of the financial results coming out and to be announced on the 30th of August, is what sources have been telling us. So that's one of the primary demands. And remember, the revival of the company is the second most important thing to protect the interest of the stakeholders. And these two are interlinked because the company, remember, requires working capital injection of about 500 odd crore rupees. And the lenders have clearly stated that they will be supporting the company only when the management changes are done. So therefore, this is going to be a crucial decision to be taken by the board of the company. Apart from that, the strategic move to revive the company will entail sale of non-core businesses, which includes land parcel as well as other real estate projects that they have. On the other hand, they will also be evaluating some of the loss-making international businesses. Sonia.
Okay, well, CG Power, that's a stock that has been under a lot of pressure because of a lot of these issues. I think it's now a sub 10 rupee stock, so on its way to become a penny stock. But as we slip into a break, here's a look at the top stock